Well, hello, Taurus. Hello. Welcome to your January reading, the first reading of 2024. Shing! Confetti falls from the ceilings. So, I hope you're amazing in this beginning of the year. I am. So, we are going to jump right in, Taurus, and see what we have for you in January. Okay. Bully. Highlights your tendency to intimidate others and helps you confront the inner fears that bully you. Sorry, I'm not focusing today. It's been going on. This is the second day. I need to fix that, don't I? Okay, we are all mad here. Everyone's a little different. This is interesting because when I was meditating on your energy tours, I saw you like going through a blizzard, mad snow everywhere. Um, this is interesting to me because it feels very much like you expected a different kind of reaction to something than you're getting right now. Um, hmm. It feels like a different kind of reaction, a different kind of response than what you're getting. And it's almost making me feel like don't take it to heart. Everyone just handles and deals with things differently. Situations are different. You don't need to take this to heart and then create anger from it. It's kind of like you have your own things to focus on. Not bad, but like, you got your own life and your own dealings. It feels like I need to tell you to just leave it alone, to let it go, you know? Okay, deceit, hostilities, wow, and anxiety. Oof, Taurus. Okay, peace pipe, circle of life. Oh, it's reversed actually. Okay. Yeah, it feels better. And medicine man, medicine woman. Yeah, it feels like something is happening to us and you just need to leave it alone. It's just like, yeah, that's an interesting response. That's about it. Cuz it almost feels like you're moving on, or you got to, you're not even going to be dealing with this. I don't We're going to get into it. It just doesn't feel important to focus on it. Like you won't even be around. You won't even be there. Just kind of let that energy go that's building up in you. But let's see. What is this on my table? Sorry, Taurus. Okay. So we're starting off with the Ace of Swords. Oh, Two of Swords. Eight of Coins. Two of Coins. Knight of Cups, and the Six of Swords. The Tower, Lovers, the Sun. Okay, so right in the center, we have the Six of Swords. This tells me that in January, you're moving forward. I feel like you're just moving forward out of like maybe even a difficult time, or even just difficult for you, or out of a tough or constricted time. It feels like you might have been at a job where, not that you hate it, but you could do better. That's what it feels like. It feels like you put your time in something, and it's just time to move on or move forward. Because I do feel like you are leaving something behind. Whatever it is definitely happening. I feel like this is your breakthrough. This is your moment. Like, you got something that you wanted through your own wits and intelligence and smarts in January. And you're very happy about it. It's like you've achieved some sort of goal, Taurus. So now I feel like you're just fine-tuning everything you need to do before this ends and you move on to the next phase, whether this is a new job or even a new place. It's like there's things that you need to do, like maybe train a replacement or change over some financial documents, things like that. Get a moving truck if you're moving, something like that. Your life is definitely changing. I do feel like for some reason you don't get the response that you want. That's what this Tower is to me. It's like this did not happen when or how you thought it was going to happen. I mean, it's not going to stop you. It's just almost like a surprise. It's like you thought something would be a certain way and it's not. It's either easier or harder or just different than you thought it would be. I don't know. You feel good about it. This is interesting, Taurus. It's just like you feel good that something is changing. You feel good that you're moving on from something, you know? I feel like it's also going to make your life lighter. And the reason why I say that is because you'll be happier. It's like this transition is good for you and it's going to make you feel better because you've done it or you're here. Yeah, I feel like you achieved something. Almost behind everybody's back. That's a weird thing to say, but that's why the deceit is coming up. It's like you made some decisions, some changes that other people may have stopped you from doing. But it's like you did something on your own. You created an avenue for you. You got a job for yourself. You bought a house for yourself. There's something you did for yourself without others knowing. Yeah, I feel like others don't know about this, but they are going to know. You are going to tell them about what you've done. Um, I feel like the hardest part after this is getting all the little things done that needs to be done after you made the decision. So I'm going to parallel this to getting another job. Okay. So for example, It's just a part of life. Like, you get another job, you may have to train your replacement. You may have to tell all the coworkers you like or don't like that you're leaving. You'll have to be like, oh, I won't be here at this Christmas party, or, I feel like it's just the process of things, and it's a little bit difficult for you, but it's only difficult for you because you like routine. So that's why things are different. But it's actually good. I feel excitement about this. You've done something great. It's like you've achieved or realized some dream that may have just been sitting around, but you've done it, and now you just have to do like the little things that go along with it to transition. But it's great, and change can be a little bit scary. But the thing is, once you jump into something that you want, like you achieve a dream, there's other things that come with it. There's other small things that we don't think about. And for me, Taurus, this is all like the little small things that you may not have thought about or, contemplated you would have to do next. You're just going to do them. Okay. I see you having hope that everything will just work out. Like finances will work out, that maybe you'll make the same amount of money. Maybe you can supplement some income for insurance. I don't know why all these weird things are coming up, but I do feel like as you start looking at the details moving forward, there are little bitty things that you may not have thought of, but it's okay, because it'll work itself out. It's little intricacies I feel like that you haven't thought about, little changes, but you have to have faith. It's all a part of the process is what I'm seeing. Like, you're going to make it out. You're going to get there. Your wits have got you this far. You can do it. And I feel like a lot of this, Taurus, is a lot why you kept it secret, because you weren't sure if something was going to work out. If it wasn't, you didn't want to seem like a failure, but it all seems to be working out for you fine. Yeah, and that's why you're excited. I feel like your heart and soul is into achieving this. I do feel like you want to tell a lot of people about it as well. I feel like you're talking about it a lot. And it's just because you're excited, Yeah, there's something here about people having different responses to what it is that you're doing. It's almost like you're not taking anything to heart though, Taurus, because you're so excited about it. This is weird. I see a change in routine, a change in stability, a change in the way you used to do things. But for some reason, this excitement of change fits you better. It's almost like there's a big change. I can work to fix it, or I can work to resolve it, or I can work to make it better. Yeah, it's like you're super excited about the future, even though you don't know what's to come. And usually this would like give you heart palpitations. You're very excited because it's like you get to fix something. You get to resolve something. You get to build something from scratch. I don't know. This is interesting. It's like you're happy you get to use your skills the way that you want to, you know? You're just living your dream. I feel like you're living your dream. Okay. There's something that has been bothering you. Um it was bothering you in the past that you either weren't living the financial life that you know you deserve, or you weren't doing the job that you like to do. Okay. And you had an idea a long time ago, and I feel like you have been working on this for a while in that time. You weren't sure I feel like you weren't telling people. I feel like you weren't making the big leap of faith or the big decision, Taurus. And it's one of those things where you had to decide to move on. You know, if you want change, if you want to achieve things, you have to take that leap of faith. You have to see what's out there. You have to see what's going to happen. Otherwise, things would have stayed the same. And also, you were worried about like what the follow up would be. But I feel like you chose to just, you didn't want to lose what you were working on. So I feel like you just chose to do what you needed to do. I see something else as well. This direction that you're choosing towards is not the easiest. Okay. I feel like there are some things up in the air that you don't know what's going to happen. Like maybe how much money you're going to make, if you'll like the people that you're with, if it's going to work out. I feel like there's some sort of question about that, but you have the enthusiasm right now to just go along with it and see what's going to happen. Okay. I feel like other people have things to say to you. There is a little bit of vulnerability I see about not making a actual blueprinted plan, I would say, or knowing the ins and outs of what's going to happen. And I feel like as you're talking about what's going on to others or divulging what the next steps will be, people are telling you their truth about how they feel about the situation and that it may not be a good idea. And this is useful information. I'm not telling you that it's not. And I'm not saying that you should change what it is that you're doing either. But it is useful information, you know. But I see you thinking of it as, I mean, I know it may be like this or it may not work or things may be hard, but I'm going to try. Okay? That's what it looks like. I don't know if you have a good support system around you, a good husband or wife or partner, but I feel like since your home life or the person that you're being supported by is pretty stable in that area, I feel like that's why you're starting to achieve dreams. It's like you're able to do it because you have this help or you have this support or, but you're like, okay, I'm going to do it. I'm going to achieve my dream. I'm going to try, I'm going to try to do this for me. What time is better than now? I feel like there's talk about changes. Like there has to be some changes here. Maybe your partner is thinking you're not going to have enough time for them when you start getting into things. But I feel like there's going to be some talk about changing the way you spend time with your partner, maybe spend money, go on dates. I'm getting towards that you're going to have to make some promises and keep them, okay? In some aspect about the relationship and about the connection, because they're afraid, I feel like, that you're going to push it to the side or like the responsibilities that you two have together, something like that, okay? Oh, you're excited. You're excited about the prospect of what's next. You're excited to start working or building something for yourself. You're excited to be excited about the job or the situation or love that you have. You're excited about change. And I feel like that is what is exciting you. So Yeah, you just feel in your space. I'm going to be honest. You feel in your space. You feel very accepting of change, which is quite interesting for you, and you know it. Um, and you're willing to fight for your dream because you see it being very successful. This is quite good, Taurus. Quite good. Balance spirituality and practicality. Yeah, I would say this. So this is spirit's message here is you're very excited, you're like in love with the idea, you have all this and this drive, but also remember to work on practical matters or the small things as well, right? Don't push it to the side, don't act like it doesn't matter. This is the same thing, like pay attention to your partner, keep taking them on small dates, even though you're working on building up this business or moving into this home or whatever it is. There are still things in your life that are important. You don't want those to go down the drain, okay? Because you don't know what's going to happen here. So just remember to keep a equal balance in your life. Okay? So we have lilies, scythe, and mice. The biggest thing is to remember to keep calm during this process. Don't get overly hyped. Don't get too excited about stuff you don't know the answer to. It's basically to keep yourself open towards to what's going to happen so you can think clearly and not be so laser focused on one thing because you're going to miss something. We know you're good at that, You do too, don't lie. But take time to know when it's time to work on something, to cut something out, to change something, to readjust the mindset. You have to keep yourself open and flexible to that part, okay? Because I feel like during January, there's a lot of little things. There's a lot of things to work on. So work-life balance or keeping yourself balanced is good during this time, okay? So I love you, Taurus, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.